Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, according to the title of my video, say hello to my new friend. So there's an itch that I've had for the longest time. I've always wanted to run the FAL assault rifle in the Division game. They've always made this rifle have a huge drawback, and I think every video game does this. If you have an FAL in Uncharted 4, you're going to notice that it has a drawback compared to the other weapons. And then in even some other video games, you'll see. But some games, they just let this weapon go crazy. And I think many people enjoy those. Now, why am I gunning for this particular weapon? What is so, important that I really want to rock this weapon? I think it's just a matter of preference, honestly. So let's go ahead and look at a few things, and I'll tell you the drawbacks. And I understand that somebody might say, hey, you can get better bang for buck and better value if you would only use this alternative weapon. I get it. But ladies and gentlemen, this is my PlayStation character. And so my progression is still new, and I have a lot of underpowered aspects of this character. The reason I started creating separate accounts to play the Division is because I wanted to go through that experience of a player that basically is picking up the game for the first time and is progressing on their own and feel the frustrations and be able to kind of talk on that level. And this was something that you guys here in the community actually challenged me to doing. Some of you may not remember, but Moses, if you're watching this video, you were one of those that said things like that back in the Warlords of New York or even pre-Warlords of New York day when you challenged me and even gave me the ultimate challenge of running all of the heroic strongholds solo, which was I did, and I basically got to come back and give my report. Now, if you find yourself in a position where this is your first max rolled item, you look at it and say it has a really nice base damage. You have to know the drawbacks and also have to choose and decide over other weapons if you even have access to them or other weapons that have rolled with better stats. But the FAL has a very good base damage, decent RPM, but where it falls short is its magazine size. Now, its base magazine size is 20 rounds, and this is actually the Para version, the SA58 Para. I think there's another one that's actually a full-fledged FAL. I think it has a longer barrel or something in its design. Forgive me for those of you who are weapons experts. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about sometimes. Now, here's the challenge. I don't have the heavy extended magazine, which back in the day, y'all know how it was, right? On PC, I have it. You just go donate resources to that lady, and then she'll just give you, the heavy magazine. But these days, we're busy chasing after the exotics because, you can use the exotic pieces to optimize, say, another exotic that could probably give you a, kind of a better bang for your buck. And that's the beauty of exotics. You don't have to mod them. They just come with the way they are. The Pestilence, 100 mag size, Bullet King, 1,000 rounds, no reload, all of those really cool things. And so that's why exotics actually do work when you're trying to kind of get yourself up to speed. You get one exotic that can just run you on multiple builds, and that's the beauty of it. But I also have Optimist here, which basically says my weapon damage is increased every 3%. Every 1% that my ammo is missing. Well, I can't see. Sorry. I'm reading that wrong. It says weapon damage is increased, by 3%, for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. Now, here's the beauty of this particular talent is, because I have less rounds, as those rounds are leaving my magazine, I'm actually adding up more damage. So that's a good thing. Now, though damage is incremental in a sense, it's additive. It's not multiplicative. So if it was multiplicative, this talent would be busted, or it would have to be an exclusive talent for some, exotic version of the FAL if that was the case. So as much as this weapon may not seem like it's doing work, when I start hitting headshots, it's absolutely insane. I mean, it's not even something that I want to... it's not something that I can even, it's not something I can actually play with in that sense. It's something that I find significant enough that I'm running with this build and I'm seeing the returns. I'm seeing the reward. Now, yes, this is a build that I slapped together as well because I'm kind of running the DZs, the invaded DZs, and trying to get my shade level up. Is this one still invaded? Okay, it's no longer invaded. And so that's some of the things that, I'm basically paying attention to. Now, the drawbacks also, because my shade level is low, I'm not able to get as much crit damage as I would love. I still have to, level up my gunner specialization. Oh my gosh, this video should have just been named the whiny video. But it is what it is. I mean, as a new player, this is the experience that, newish player, I guess to say, these are the experiences that you're going to have to face and how to overcome them is pretty much what this video is about in terms of just picking out a weapon or weapons that would work for you. So if you notice, my offensive, defensive stats and handling and all that is just super minimal. And by the way, I've used this character to complete multiple raids. So, you got to learn how to put your, priorities right and learn how to channel your builds and your stats and be able to kind of leverage whatever it is that works for you. For me, I decided to first start out with critical hit chance so I could roll crit damage on any point in my builds to be able to just kind of leverage all of that if I needed to. So let's take this build for a spin. Let's see what's going on out here. And, I might die because I don't have a lot of armor. I have 1.2 million armor, and we'll see the drawbacks. And you can kind of take a look at some of the damage numbers as they are. Let me see. As they're actually popping up on the screen. Some really good damage. I think the best place I see my money's worth is when I hit headshots. But if I'm not hitting headshots, I'm not really getting much. Oh, look at this woman. Look at you. So that's the thing again, reload. I wish I can get my stats up where I can do get my reload speed up. So yeah, it does a lot of good work. It does a lot of good work. And with the memento, outcasts. Oh, sorry. Did I say outcasts? Did I say outcasts? Sorry, hyenas. These hyenas never stay still. They're going to kill me here. Boom. And so that's another thing. The memento is your friend. You make sure that you use it because that thing is going to give you a bunch of different lifelines. I got to take this fool out, man. It's going to give you a bunch of different lifelines, but the weapon itself is not bad. I mean, the way that the thing melts is absolutely decent. If I can hit my shots, that's another thing too. Forgive me. I don't know what the heck this PlayStation controller is thinking for being the way it's designed. Xbox controllers just win when it comes to shooting games. That's not even an argument. I mean, I play with all of them. Even on PC, I play with an Xbox controller over anything else. Get that shield out. Let's see what I can log in for headshot numbers. They won't stay still though. I prefer the black tux. Okay, I'm doing 475k damage if I hit a good headshot and they're disappearing. So a 30 round weapon where if I get an extra 10 rounds, that's basically going to be 40 rounds. I hit 531k headshot damage, and I don't even have headshot damage maxed out on my character. So if I get to the point where I have all my ducks in a row, I can see myself dealing some significant amount of damage where this weapon basically stays in the Hall of Fame for stuff that I wanted to stay in. Oh yeah, this idiot. Let's do that. So 1 round, 1 elite NPC in the dark zone. I mean, yes, I know open world is probably not going to be enough. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Nope, you die, and then you go next. So not a bad weapon. I mean, you guys have seen the workload that this weapon is having to take on. Basically, this weapon is going to have to carry me in a sense because that's basically what's happening. I'm severely underpowered, and so this weapon is going to basically be doing that work in that sense. So you're out. I need to hit that. You're out. Who were they shooting? Oh, they were fighting with True Sons here. Wow, not bad. Oh, who's shooting me? Oh, I got another outcast here. I said outcast, hyena. I don't know why I'm calling them outcast. Hyena. Let's go. And by the way, I ran this yesterday. I just forgot to capture the footage. That's all. I was running it yesterday and I just forgot to capture the footage. I was like, you know what? We're going to capture it on the video recording just to pretty much catch how this looks. So you can be underpowered, but if you play your cards right, they're just coming after me. If you play your cards right, you can benefit a lot from what's already available in the game, in a sense, if you just get lucky once. That's all you need. You just need to get lucky once, and you'll find yourself in a really cool situation. Who else was here? Okay. I just ran out there just to go mess around. I got to be able to drop these fools, though. They're elites now on this run, so... Sorry, my shooting is bad with this controller. In fact, I just don't know how to shoot. Don't worry about it. I'm not even going to try to explain anything. I don't have to explain anything to you. You guys know I already suck at this game, so... Oh, look at that. Look how much damage I just had to take just now. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got the True Sons in here. I'm probably going to get melted. If I get out of this, it'll be a miracle. Oh, there's that car trying to kill me again. Oh, the boss is over here, so this is who I have to actually focus on. What's your name? Brenda? Is that your name? Blondie. Oh, I thought it was Brenda. Hi, Blondie. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Blondie, Blondie. Who is this? Who's shooting at me? Do you want to die, boy? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. But there it is. There it is. If I could pay a little bit more attention and if I could be a little bit more precise, I could do some really good work being an agent that basically has about 200 shade level. Because, you know, if you're playing dedicatedly on one character, you're more than likely going to be around this shade level depending on your time, investment, depending on how much, you're playing and how much time you're actually running. And I think these are some of the things that needs to be noted when you're actually looking at selecting your weapons and all of the above. Now, I could go with another weapon that's going to be dealing me, more damage, a little bit less RPM, larger magazine size, and honestly, I'll probably see better gains, in that sense. But here's the challenge, right? And this is something that you really have to pay attention to is when you do your comparisons, you also have to kind of look and say, okay, who's going to give me more accuracy and more stability? On the long run, my reload time, drop off, bullet drop off. I mean, maybe not pay too much attention to bullet drop off, honestly. Many of the weapons have similar bullet drop off. And it seems to me that the black market AKM, the only thing I'm giving up is just 50 more RPM. But is 50 more RPM that important? I think it is, because when we calculate DPS, RPM is actually something else that you have to really pay attention to. So we're going to run in there. We're going to go ahead and mess with this particular weapon as well. See how well I do. I mean, not paying attention, just running around and being silly. And let's see how this weapon does. This weapon is going to actually do very well. But I'm still going to run my crappy FAL because I'm assuming you don't have access to a black market AKM. But there's something about the black market AKM and its knockback that is a little much more difficult for me to be able to, handle in a sense. Let's see who you are. Who are you? Bring your head up. See, for some reason I'm not as accurate with it. And it's hitting us it's hitting just as hard, if not, because its talent is a much more crit based talent, and so that's where the difference is. So I guess I can get a little bit more bang for buck if I use this weapon, get a little less RPM, and then mod it well, and then maybe have the same talent on there rather than strained. Probably have the Optimist talent that I had on there. But anyways, I hope this video has been able to kind of show you a different side of, how we go ahead and pick our weapons in the Division 2. And if you're in a position where you cannot get your hands on one of these OP weapons or a max roll P416, or you just have another character on another platform, this is somewhat, the process that you use to get yourself to a much more comfortable place. All right. That's it for me. Give your thoughts and feedbacks and criticisms, and we'll talk in another video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.